Hey there, Peppers. Lynn here, just for the health of it. And today was kind of one of those tough lessons you have when you have animals on the homestead. So, of the 6 baby chickies that we started off with back in May, all of them survived, which is not normal, and 4 of them ended up to be roosters. And when roosters hit that teenage stage, they start becoming nasty to each other and sometimes the hens or me. So with 4 of them, I ended up going out there one day and finding complete bloodbath. I mean, the 3 white silky roosters were fighting ridiculously. So I hurried up and I kind of created separate pens out of some fence posts and chicken wire, isolated them, got them cleaned up as best as I could, and put some medicine on their heads. Little Vegas isolated. I think he's the main culprit. And roosters, even though silkies are supposed to be so gentle and tame and friendly, I think when you have 4 roosters, there's just way too much testosterone. And they, I tried to reintroduce them a couple times and they just weren't having any part of it. They were just getting so nasty to each other that I made the decision that either they could not live or they could not live here. So I reached out to my Homestead community and found some people who would help me process a couple of the roosters. And I did put in my post that I was willing to discuss a rehoming. So, as it all turns out, I was reached out by one lady who literally is like a mile from my home, as crazy as that is, and she said that she was looking for a silky rooster. She has 5 hens, and so she came out and took Vegas, one of the silky roosters. So Vegas has lived to see another day. Here's the second rooster, second from the left with the big comb. And as mad as I was and as angry and frustrated with them fighting and the blood and literally the terror, it was like a war scene. I am still so upset that he will no longer be here. I'm just not, I guess, at that point yet where you're okay with letting your animals, and I shouldn't even say animals, letting your livestock, that's what they are. They are here for a purpose. They are not ever, were they ever intended to be my pets. But it's still hard. It's still hard to see them go. So Vegas is going to live with 5 new girlfriends. I'm sure he'll be so happy. And I have to just think about how much better and happier their lives are going to be in general, because they're not going to be out there all the time tearing each other apart. So as difficult as it is, I have to think of their individual health also. And even if they're livestock, they deserve to have the best, happiest, healthiest, safest life possible. And that I couldn't offer all of them. And then there were 5. I hope Vegas had a good night and likes his new home. So sometimes life gives you just not fair choices, and you can't think of just yourself and be selfish and keep all of them to where that they're miserable, and they would have ended up killing each other. So I had to consider their health. So sorry for the Debbie Downer, but I think that we're gonna have a happier, healthier flock, and I think Vegas is gonna have a good life with 5 hens and no other roosters. So hopefully you make a hard choice and do something just for someone else's health of it today. See you in the next one, puppers.